And if you're watching this on June 1st, happy Pride Month. We're all gay now, apparently. Nah, I'm just kidding. I may be a little gay. But, yeah, so let's check in on all things Pride, see how the Bud Light boycott is going. I'm sure most of you have seen that they are down about 29%, I think is the current figure. But then they've made the absolutely idiotic, incredibly misguided choice to apparently pledge $200,000 to support LGBTQ plus business owners of color. Now, how you automatically get lumped in as a brown-skinned person with the LGBTQ group, I would find that personally offensive, unless it's a specific demographic. I don't know. Somehow, apparently, being gay or trans also means that you're black or brown. Not my words, apparently. It was somebody else's idea. But the quote from Anheuser-Busch says, Bud Light was brewed to be an easy-to-drink, easy-to-enjoy beer for everyone 21 and up, and that still holds true today. We look forward to extending our work with the NGLCC to continue making a positive impact on the LGBTQ plus business that plays a critical role in bringing people everywhere together, which is absolutely not what they have done. They have completely divided people. They have united them against them. I guess they have given everyone one common enemy. But this is spread to so many other businesses. We've covered the... Well, here's a funny thing. Apparently a video that went viral about people at a George Strait concert avoiding the Bud Light, which we've seen with, stadiums and all sorts of different events. People are straight up saying, no, I'm going to pass on that. So yeah, we've seen the LGBTQ clothing, the pride displays that Target lied about removing, and they just kind of pushed them to the back of the store with the tuck-friendly swimsuits and the transgender toddler clothing and all that good stuff. Now we've had Kohl's, apparently. This one is disturbing. Kohl's has decided to get in on this. And again, I'm recording this on May 31st. We're not even on June 1st yet. This article's from May 29th. So all these things have happened prior to June even arriving. And here we are with Kohl's apparently running out a line of kids' clothing that's their Baby Sonoma Community Pride bodysuit set. Free store pickup today. I mean, go in and get this. And here's a closer look at it right here. With, of course, not just the traditional rainbow flag, but we have the intersectional pride flag here where you've got your transgenders mixed next to your brown people. I mean, very progressive, very inclusive, right? And this is just another one of these things where, okay, we've got another store to boycott. Well, then you got to add Chick-fil-A to the list of the idiotic corporate woke activism. And apparently Chick-fil-A got in on this because they just released recently that they hired a VP of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. I just got an ad blocker installed, so it's blocking all the crap that would be here. This looks really strange, I'm not going to lie. And so, yeah, now people are calling on a boycott of Chick-fil-A, which is ironic because Chick-fil-A typically has been one of those companies that has been very right-wing, supporting Christian charities and doing a lot of charity work and typically trying to present themselves more as a center-right moralist type company, but here they are jumping in on the ESG crap. So you have articles come out like this talking about how the right's war on brands is stupid and terrifying, and this right here, the stupid and terrifying words tell you that it's working, and that's what's fantastic. Now, I'm not even going to go through this whole article, but let's look at this right here. The anti-LGBTQ attacks of Bud Light and Target are no mere boycotts. The aim is to intimidate companies into submission. What does that sound like? What have we seen for the last 10, 15, 20 years other than woke, left-wing, radical activist groups boycotting or canceling, if you will, people or companies into submission to the point where they literally will other people who disagree with them and force them out of normal society. So they're just mad that the boycott's actually working. And while they want to deny that it's working, they also have to come out and say how scary it is and how big and bad and ugly it is that conservatives are doing this because they know it's effective. They know it's working. So the main topic we're going to talk about is this thing with this baseball player, Anthony Bass. Plays for the Blue Jays. So as a Mariners fan, I hate him. Nothing personal, but I can't stand the Blue Jays. But if you don't know who this is, he is this guy who about a month ago, I think it was, he tried to shame an airline for his wife giving his kids a messy snack on the plane. And mind you, she was about 7 months pregnant, 22 weeks. So maybe ballpark, less than 7 months pregnant. Traveling with her 5-year-old and 2-year-old. And Apparently, she gave them popcorn on the plane. They made a mess, and the airline expected her to clean it up. Oh no! So his picture he tweeted out was like, United just made my 22-week pregnant wife traveling with a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old get on her hands and knees to pick up the popcorn mess of my youngest daughter. Are you kidding me? I love that he owns that his youngest daughter made the mess, but his wife was not able to clean up the mess. Now look, if I was traveling with my pregnant wife and my kid made a mess, I'd clean it up. I wouldn't make my wife clean it up. But reality is, that's not the airline's job. It's like at a restaurant. If you make a mess or your kid makes a mess, tidy it up the best you can. Of course, they're going to come vacuum it up. They're going to wipe down the table, but just be courteous. So this same guy decided to be a stand-up guy, which is surprising, and make a statement about how people need to continue to boycott Target, because as a Christian, the things that's going on with pride and all this is offensive and it needs to stop, and we need to have like the counterculture and all this. And it's like, well, that's a really nice thing to hear a baseball player say. Well, yeah, he cucked. Apparently, he got a phone call from upper management or something, because a day later, he came out and retracted it. So this article from the Federalist here talks about the polar opposite between Anthony Bass with the Blue Jays and a pitcher for the Washington Nationals, Trevor Williams. And so from the article here, it says, in a lengthy statement posted to Twitter, Williams, a devout Catholic, came out swinging against the Dodgers' decision to honor the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. They're the drag troupe that mocks nuns and Catholics and dresses up like nuns. An openly anti-Christian drag group at its Pride next month, and blasted the franchise for a hypocritical pledge to foster an environment of inclusivity for fans. So his quote here, the actual baseball player says, to invite and honor a group that makes a blatant and deeply offensive mockery of my religion and the religion of over 4 million people in Los Angeles County alone undermines the values of respect and inclusivity that should be upheld by any organization. He also called on Catholics to reconsider their support of an organization that allows this type of mockery of its fans to occur. Now, this is a guy who clearly is not backing down, okay? Good on him. This is the kind of thing we need to see. Unfortunately, and again from the article here, it says, now contrast such bravery with the cowardice displayed by Toronto Blue Jays pitcher Anthony Bass. This past weekend, Bass caught flack from America's Rainbow Everything crowd for sharing a video on Instagram that called for Christians to boycott companies such as Bud Light and Target for their evil and demonic promotion of transgenderism. Rather than stand by his faith, Bass caved to the LGBT mob. As if he were being held at gunpoint, Bass repeated the played-out "I'm sorry for offending people and I'll do better" statements that soulless corporations force their employees to issue during controversial moments because they're afraid of the blue-haired, miserable leftists that occupy social media. And that's entirely all it is. It says he spoke with his teammates and shared with them his actions before apologizing, adding that he's using the Blue Jays' resources to better educate himself to make better decisions moving forward. It's absolutely pathetic. It's miserable to see. I mean, good on this guy for coming out and actually, coming out swinging, because there are so many people who would just back down, they would just cave, and we are going to have an interesting Pride Month, guys. And again, I don't like referring to it as such. I get to celebrate my wife and my birthday in June. I get to celebrate Father's Day in June. I'm so sick and tired of everything revolving around the god-awful rainbow crap everywhere. But unfortunately, as it is, they kind of have coined it Pride Month, and it, even saying it, I guess, is participating in it. So we need to stop saying the words Pride Month and just call it frickin' June. But good on this guy. Good on everyone who's keeping up the boycotts. Good on everyone who's at least not kowtowing to this crap and cowering like they expect everyone to do. Let me know if you are keeping it up with the boycott, not shopping at Target, not buying the Bud Light. I mean, hell, those are two that are really easy not to do. Thanks again for all the love, all the likes, subscriptions. Everything is fantastic. You guys are awesome, and we will see you on the next one.